Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we are taking a detailed look at the Western Rise AirLoft hooded jacket that I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. So let's dive in. All right, so we have the blue-gray colorway available here, and it is 100% polyester liner and 100% on the shell as well. And then the insulation is a Toray 3D EFX Plus insulation. And I don't really know how to pronounce that, but basically what it is that it's a kind of an insulation. It doesn't feel like down, but there's a pretty good amount of loft. So despite this jacket being pretty small, you can feel that there's a decent amount of loft. It doesn't feel like down at all, so it's not trying to replicate that. You don't have these like little pockets either of down either, which I think, you know, if you look at like a Patagonia jacket, this provides a lot cleaner of a profile, and I think there's a lot of considered design throughout. And there's some cons to that too. It's not quite as warm as, say, a down jacket or even a synthetic down jacket. But it does get the job done, and there's some good weather resistance as well. So let's get in and talk about the individual features. So first of all, there's a relatively small hood up here at the top. It's a pretty tight hood, and I noticed for me, I can get the hood on when it's unzipped, but then when I zip this up all the way to the top, it's a very tight fit on my head. So, you know, just note that. You may like that, you may not. If you're wearing like a bike helmet or something, you're probably gonna wanna wear it over it. Not really going to work under very well. Zipper garage up here at the top, love those little details. Then you don't have this metal zipper pull touching your chin once it gets to the top. These are YKK Vislon zippers as well, and we've got them on the bottom and the top. So basically what you can do is you can, you know, just vent the bottom a little bit or keep it a little bit open if you'd like. And one of the things about the height of this jacket, it goes, for me at 6'2", with like a 19.5-inch torso, it goes down just below my belt on the medium size. So I found the fit to be pretty good. The pockets themselves are a bit higher, so you can see the space at the bottom here. So if you're wearing like a hip belt, or if you're wearing, you know, like a climbing harness or something like that, the pockets are a little bit higher so you can access them. For everyday wear, they're a little bit too high for my liking, but it works well. All right, and then back up to this hood, we have these elastic drawstrings here so you can just cinch it down as well. As I can pull that, you can see that this hood is kind of coming down. And I do appreciate that. I like that there is some good weather resistance to this as well. Got a locker loop here to hang it up. Western Rise info, made in Vietnam. So that's all pretty standard there. Just some standard like fabric tape here for that locker loop. And there are a total of 4 pockets on this thing. The first one being this interior pocket in between the polyester liner and the polyester shell. So it's just kind of this interior chest pocket. So if you had like, you know, your wallet or passport or any sensitive documents, you could keep it here. The total size of this is, just as you can see my hand, there's the upper corner, and then the lower corner is way down here. So it's a relatively large size. Now, this liner material doesn't feel the strongest, so I don't love that there's a pocket made out of it, but it is very stretchy. Western Rise says this jacket has a 360-degree stretch, and I found that to be true. It's pretty stretchy. And then there are 2 other pockets, so the 2 pockets here that I talked about earlier that are positioned a little bit high, you know, this is the dimension of the pocket up there to way down to this bottom corner. So you have a good amount of space in both of those. And then we have this pocket in the back here as well. And that spans pretty much the entirety of the back of the jacket. So here's the upper corner right up here. Lower corner is right down there. So this is a big pocket, and also what the jacket stuffs into when it's not being used. So a couple more little details, I'll do that in a second, but zipper pulls have some heat shrink at the end. It's like this kind of little miniature paracord. I like that it's threaded through the zipper like that. It reduces the zipper jingle and makes it an easy pull and easy grab. And then again, just like how minimal this jacket is and how I think it looks really good. There are these cufflinks too, and I like that the elasticity is stitched along to the inside because it provides a really clean look on the outside here as well. Okay, so let's stuff this thing up and I will show you how it packs. Relatively easy to stuff inside of here. It's not too tight of a fit, but you can see here that this zipper pull is this is a double-sided zipper, so we can zip that up from the outside, and there we go. It's all packed up. There's still quite a bit of space left in this thing. It's pretty easy to compress, but I want to talk about the size because this is relatively large. Right here, I have a hooded Patagonia micro puff on the side, so you can just see the size difference. And it may not look like much, it may not look like it matters too much, but I just wanted to bring in a travel backpack here. So this is a 33-liter Air Travel Pack 2. And just to illustrate, if you're looking for compressibility, there's actually quite a big difference when it comes to these. So, I mean, the Western Rise is quite a bit larger. So if I'm traveling and really trying to go one bag style, I'm gonna grab something like Patagonia. It's a little bit of a better warmth to weight ratio. It's gonna look a little bit sportier, but it does have, you know, way more packability and a better warmth to weight ratio. Now the Western Rise, where it excels is it looks really stylish. I think it provides a lot cleaner of a look. I feel better wearing the Western Rise than I do the Patagonia. But if I'm one bag styling it, you know, it depends on how often I'm wearing a jacket, but this takes up a ton of room inside of a one bag travel backpack. So that's the last thing to consider. Wouldn't be a Pack Hacker review without some mention of travel. So there you have it, the Western Rise AirLoft hooded jacket. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next video.